Really? I don't see it. Oh, there it goes.
It's on right now. Here we go.
Here we go.
In 3, 2.
Wait. 3, 2.
Wait a minute.
What? 3, 2, what?
3, 2. What? 1.
No. It's not a start of the show. Listen, you guys
gotta wait. Let the folks light up a little bit.
Let's get the protocol here, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you were just with us 5 minutes ago.
What a great show we had.
What a show.
I mean, let me just
First
say.
of all, Flavor Flav, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, legendary. And he's got a song he's singing, Suki.
It's coming up in 2024. I was so excited that he's teaming up. I forgot what the Latin artist that he was talking about down in Miami. They're creating a song called Suki.
He's like, I'm singing a song by Rico Suave down in Miami.
I'm sure he is Rico Suave.
But Flav was good, man.
Flav was good. I mean, Flav was talking. He took a trip down memory lane with us.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have really talked to him for about an hour.
And how about Zoe Ariana, who we just spoke to? 7 years old, AGT, singer, songwriter, composer. She's got some voice on her, huh?
An incredible voice, and it just makes you feel like you haven't done much with your life.
She's been doing it since she's 2.
You haven't done much.
Oh my God!
But anyway, it's always nice to be able to highlight some of the people who are really, making this world a better place. I mean, she wrote a song about love.
She's like, I was born this way, and she's flipping her hair. I'm on the right track, baby.
I was born this way.
This way.
I got to tell you, let me go back to Flav. We have to revise the show opening.
Oh, with Flav with the Suki stuff?
He was, I was just blown away.
He gave us a nice poem, too.
He also gave us a poem about Suki and Scott.
Yeah, it was a good poem.
But his interview, he is literally a walking piece of rock and roll history.
Absolutely.
By the way,
just so relevant about, what's going on, socially as well. The social consciousness of a culture. And creating a voice for it. I just think that's what's iconic about him. And the fact that he has been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Really. And that Chuck D wrote, that song for him. Just incredible.
By the way, you did notice he has my back.
He's got your back.
Because Long Island was in the house. I'm a Long Islander. He's a Long Islander. We connect everywhere. It doesn't matter.
So I think you guys are around the same age, right?
We are. I think we hung actually a few times.
He looks a lot better than you.
Did you go to school near him?
It was close. He was on the same Long Island Railroad line as I was.
That doesn't mean anything on Long Island.
Well, listen.
It does. North Shore and South Shore. He was a South Shore guy. So was I. So, it does, actually.
We have an amazing show now, Sue, before we hit the start of the button. Tom Cotter is with us. He is one of the hottest comedians in the country.
Howard Stern, Tonight Show.
Everything. He was also on AGT. He actually was in the finals of AGT, but he lost to a bunch of dogs, literal dogs.
Not really fair.
We're going to get his reaction to that.
Yeah, we'd like his exclusive reaction from years ago. And I still think they haven't had a comedian win America's Got Talent yet.
I don't know why.
But we'll have that. And then another singer-songwriter by the name of Grippa.
Amazing.
You talk about
talented on another level.
I saw an article about her this week, Suk, and it said the next big pop star.
I don't know what that's about. And we're going to ask her what that feels like. Because, when it's
a lot of pressure.
No. But the thing is, when you're a musician or just, somebody who has a craft, you're good. Yeah. But then to get anointed as being good, what is that? It's like the next level. So we'll talk to her.
And by the way, in that same article, it said she was appearing today on the world famous Suki and Scott show.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Anyway,
and we are. Because you know what? We're around the world. Been around the world and I
can't find my baby. Jeff, give me a little start to this show.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott. That's 7 of Hearts. Exactly. This is a sexy show. Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor.
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights. It just fights the kung flu. Is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Your intro is fantastic.
Yes, indeed. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Suki and Scott Show. Here we are, 2024. Couple of first shows here in the New Year, Suk. We have reached the 4-year mark. Well over 1,000 celebrities and performers.
Oh my gosh! It started out with just a dream, 2 people,
Just
and now
us,
we've
just
created
BSing.
this. Now we've created this show that's been around the world.
Yeah. By the way, I think our first celebrity was Jerry Springer.
Oh, God bless
who
Jerry.
has passed on, who you saw in the intro.
Yeah.
And I remember us trying to get everything. We were on Zoom, trying to get Zoom over to Facebook.
I know.
And now everything's just so easy.
God bless Jerry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Springer was great.
We've had some incredible guests on our show.
Yeah.
That are now no longer with us, that have transitioned.
Yeah.
And
Denny Lane just passed away.
Denny Lane just
recently,
passed
right?
away. We had
Yeah,
the Pointer
crazy.
Sisters on.
Right, the Pointers. A couple of them. I feel like somebody else too just recently.
Yeah, I
that
don't
we've
know.
had
You
on.
told me a few people. Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe they passed away. But we had the luck and the fortune of speaking to them before they did.
Yeah.
So
And-
we feel kind of lucky to be able to be the capsule.
It was fun.
Right?
There's a lot. It was so much fun. And by the way, we've got an amazing show coming up for you right now. Tom Cotter, one of the hottest comedians in the country. You see him on Instagram all the time. He travels around the world. I think he's actually coming to us from Aruba.
Live from Aruba?
Oh, yeah, tough gig.
Is he on the beach?
Yeah, I think he's Aruba Harry's, I think, is a big
Oh,
comedy club in
okay.
Aruba. Because we've had folks on from there, and it looks like he's around the corner. So Tom's coming on. He is funny as can be. If you go look him up on Instagram, gotta make you laugh all day. We also have singer-songwriter Grippa. She goes by one name like Suki and Cher. Grippa is coming on the show.
A woman after my own heart.
Yeah, young lady from the Palm Beach area. Just one of the biggest up-and-coming young pop stars today. And I know that because I just read an article that said she's the next big pop star. But before we get to those guys, I put together a quick little something. Jeff, come on real quick because I put together a quick little this game is called I Can Name That Tune in Under 2 Seconds.
Remember that show?
All right.
Remember that show? Name that tune?
Name that tune. Still out there. Name that tune.
Come on.
You got a pen and a piece of paper?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. I got a pen and paper. What are you
You have a
kidding?
pen and a
I
piece
have
of
a-
paper?
I
Sue?
have- I got
Turn
a
this
piece of
over.
paper.
Okay, here's what we're going to do
Go ahead,
real
shoot.
quick. Folks, you can play along at home. I'm going to give you guys 5 songs on the old computer here. I don't want you to yell out what it is because you'll write them down. It's only 5. You get about 1.5 seconds worth of the song.
Okay.
They're all very well known. If you guys don't go 5 for 5, I'm walking out right
Okay,
now. You
shoot.
ready?
Wait. So you want us to write them down before we
Write it
Piece of
down.
paper.
All
Here
right.
you go. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
If you need me to play it one more time, you let me know. You'll get them all in front. Song number 1. You ready? Name that tune in under 2 seconds. Here's number 1.
Temperature rise.
Next.
Suki, you need it one more time?
Yeah, I need it one more time.
All right. That's song number 1, Suk.
Okay.
We're moving on. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's song number 2.
So I told her.
I'm going to need that one again.
Song number 2.
So I told her.
Jeff, you got Suk?
I
You
got
ready?
it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Song number 3. Got it, Jeff?
Yes.
Totally.
Song number 4.
I'm the captain.
Whoa.
You got it, Jeff?
Totally. What are you kidding?
right.
If I didn't get this
I got it right now.
All right.
I'm fired.
Hope Tom Cotter's playing on the other line. We'll ask him in a second. And song number 5. Name that tune in under 2 seconds. Go.
Okay, I got that. That's easy. I need number
know why?
1.
You know why I said, let's play a game, name that tune in under 2 seconds, because we can't get in trouble for any copyright stuff. All right, you ready? So here, first one.
Oh.
Jeff, you'll tell me here's the first one.
I got my temperature.
Elvis, temperature rising.
There you go. Elvis.
I'm
Temperature
sorry, that
Rising.
is not the name of the song. You have Temperature Rising also? It's Burnin' Love.
Burnin' Love.
Hunka burn and
Oh,
love.
my
I used to
God.
play that. We played that in our band. That's how I knew it. We did that.
No, Jeff, you got it wrong.
It's hunka burn
It's
and love.
Burnin' Love, bud.
All right, whatever. You know, okay.
Even
I knew I was
Tom
close.
Cotter's laughing at you.
I didn't sing. I was a guitar player.
Here
I
we
didn't
go. Song number 2.
So I told her.
We'd still be friends.
What'd you write down, Suki?
And we made a true love. I guess I'm wrong.
What's the name of the song?
Wonder what she's doing.
What's the name of the
Summer Days. Summer Lovin'.
There you go.
Yeah.
Summer Love. Jeff, what'd you have?
I had blank.
Jesus.
I said
I can't believe
Summer
it.
Lovin'.
Summer Love. You can't sing the song. You got to know the title.
I know. I'm writing words.
Here you go. Next one.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Three
Lionel
times a
Richie.
lady, Lionel Richie. Yeah.
Suki, what's the song?
Once, twice, 3 times
What's
a
the
lady.
name of the song, Suki?
Once, twice, 3 times a lady. And I love. That's what that is. It isn't it that? Isn't that it?
That's not
A
the
lady?
name of the song.
It's not Lady because
What's
Lady
the
is Kenny
name
Rogers.
of Lionel Richie? What's the name of the song?
Lionel Richie.
Jeff, what'd you say?
3 times a lady.
There you go.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Song number 4.
I'm the captain.
Jeff, what'd you say?
Sticks.
And
Come sail away.
what'd you say?
I said sailing.
That's Christopher Cross, Suki.
Right
Nicely done.
category, wrong name.
Here you go. And the last one.
Got it. Sherry.
New York's very own Billy Joel, Uptown Girl.
I thought that was Sherry Baby.
How does it go?
That could be copyrighted.
No, it's Uptown Girl.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Sherry Baby.
Man, I'm trying to make it so
I know. It
easy
wasn't
for
You.
easy.
you.
It wasn't easy.
What do I win?
Oh, man.
You know what it is? Nowadays, you just don't even you don't even know the song that's coming out or the artist. You have to look it up.
I'm disappointed on Summer
I know.
Lovin' with you,
I
by
know.
the way.
Summer Loving.
Boy, oh
And
boy.
once, twice, 3 times a lady.
You were close, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the right answer.
I know. It was 3 times a lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Jeff
And
won.
Temperature Rising. Hunka
Temperature
burning love.
He wrote
We both
Temperature
did
Rising too.
Well,
Oh my
as
goodness.
I said, I was the guitar player in the band. I didn't sing it, so I
It
didn't.
doesn't really give you an out.
Ladies and
doesn't give
gentlemen,
you an out.
I apologize. I'm embarrassed for my partner again. Listen, if you got them all right, it wouldn't be as fun.
No, it's just that the brain is going in another direction. We
Uh,
have to do more Sudoku.
Sudoku. That's with the 9 numbers.
Yes,
oh God,
yeah,
I
no.
couldn't do that.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Cotter's coming up. Comedian extraordinaire, one of the hottest rising stars in the world. Tonight Show, HBO, Howard Stern. He's all over the place. America's Got Talent Final, Season 7. Here's a little bit of Tom. We'll bring him in from Aruba on the other side.
You learn things. I learned that Playtex has a synthetic nipple for the top of their baby bottles that is so unbelievably lifelike, and you have not lived until you had a gin and tonic through one of these things. Honest to God. That is nirvana. We're childproofing our home, but they keep getting in. And I will say this, that when they were born, I was so excited. Everyone was. I mean, I could feel tension mounting. Tension's my other dog. Last week, I flew to LaGuardia. LaGuardia is an old Italian word meaning lenti delay. I don't know if you've been to LaGuardia. I was flying out of LaGuardia, and I was going through security. I had a 4-ounce bottle of Imodium AD. It's none of your goddamn business. But they took it away from me because it's a liquid. And I said to them, if you take that from me, I can almost guarantee you there'll be an explosion on this flight. I don't know if you watched the news this week, but I flew Delta a couple nights ago.
And Alaska Air.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Tom, how are you, buddy?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, man. I'm good. So you're in Aruba right now.
I am. I'm down here telling jokes in Aruba to the fine people that are down here vacationing.
I love it.
Was I right? It's Aruba Harry's, right?
It's Aruba Rays.
Aruba Rays.
Close.
His cousin.
Harry
His cousin.
Ray.
Harry's
Yeah, they're
cousin
cousins.
Ray.
No,
Yeah.
but Aruba Rays, because I know we've had other comedians on who are actually that's like the hot spot of Aruba, right? For comedy.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not hard to get me on a plane out of New York to come down here in January or February.
No kidding. No kidding.
that's
And
a
what's
good
the weather been like? Just rub it in.
80 and sunny every day in Aruba.
Exactly. It's the happy island.
Yeah. The
I love
SPF he's putting on the SPF. Meanwhile, here we're all bracing for massive storms and flooding.
Tom, I'll give you a little inside information. On the other side of Aruba is a town called San Nicolas, I believe.
Yeah.
Right on the other end where the big oil wells, the tankers used to be. It is now a town full of hookers and vampires.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a really good time,
go to the hookers
you
and
go
vampires.
you go across to San Nicolas.
It's legal. Prostitution is legal on this island. I was shocked to learn that. Yeah.
It's amazing because there's nobody in the town, and doors open, and there's women in bikinis, Suki.
And you're like, what's going on?
You're like, they've got to be vampires. This can't be real. Don't like Selma Hayek and Dusk Till Dawn.
And it all comes out.
Yeah, it's unreal. Tom, thanks for coming on, man. Listen, Jeff, our executive producer, and I, we pop your videos back and forth with some of your good jokes, and we're just like, this guy's so funny. We got to get him on the program.
Well, you guys have impeccable taste in comedy.
I just wanted to come on. I don't do this often. It's very rare. I mean, we've had well over 100 comedians on this show, and there are just a select few of guys that Scott and I, we just literally every day it comes, it gives us a smile, we laugh. With you, it's this incredible sense of timing, the misdirection, the deadpan face. Scott, is that the way you wanted me to say it?
Yes, nicely done, Jeff. Good practice, bud.
Anyway, I think you're one of the top guys out there right now, and we really thank you for being on the show.
I'm honored. Are you kidding me? It's fun. And I have to say, you're from Long Island. I came out of Boston, and in Boston we had Leno, we had Stephen Wright, we have Rogan, we have a great comedy pedigree coming out of Boston. But the Long Island guys are really, I don't know what is in your water, but you guys have Ray Romano, Steve, Seinfeld, Chris Rock.
Seinfeld grew up like 3 miles from where I live.
It's unbelievable. I don't know how Long Island, by the way, I love your iced tea, but I don't know how you guys make so many funny people. It's incredible. Kevin James, the list goes on. Eddie Murphy. It's unbelievable.
Well, we had phosphates in our water from the detergent at that time, and I think it did something to our brain.
I'm going to start drinking phosphates.
Tom,
anyway,
listen, man.
You better be funny. Don't make me look bad, okay, Tom?
Sorry.
By now, what are we? We're into almost middle of January. Have you been able to keep the New Year's resolutions going?
I try. Every year. This year, my resolution: I want to be a nicer person. I do a lot of good deeds. Most of them are court ordered, but I do them. And my brother gives 50% of his income to charity. That's his ex-wife's name, Charity. So I'm just trying to give back a little bit. I want to get healthier too. I'm not a healthy guy. I just turned 40 in 2005, and I'm trying to get healthier.
His wife's name is Charity.
So anyway, I want to talk about America's Got Talent really quickly.
Yeah.
This was a while ago. So have you come to terms with losing to?
Yeah, Tom. What's
to
the story?
dogs?
Is that
true?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like to say that I was the top human finisher my season because I did in fact lose to a dog act on national television. When you come in second to a dog act, you do feel like number 2. I will share that with you. I'll get over it one day. It was, my season was season 7, which was 2012. So I get a little comfort knowing that some of those dogs are no longer with us and I'm still here. So there you have it. But I do love dogs. People think I hate dogs because they humiliated me on national television. Not true. We have a lab. It's a meth lab, but we guard it with pit bulls, and they're adorable.
See, that's what he does on all his videos.
Yeah.
It's so quick like that. And you were you were one of the breakout stars of that season, and that because they invited you back several times, and you actually and I think I saw the video. They actually paired you up with Joan Rivers to roast the judges.
That was actually her last national television appearance, sadly.
Wow.
So I was blessed to be able to do that with her. She did some cable stuff after that, but this was obviously NBC. And she was such a doll. I have to say that they didn't know what to do with me. A comedian had never made it to the finals before, so they didn't know what to do with me. So they decided we were going to roast the judges. And my judges were Howie Mandel, Howard Stern, and Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
And Nick Cannon was the host. So they said, who better to team him up with than Joan Rivers? And she came in like a white knight, and she could not have been nicer.
Wow.
Her writers were like, we want to make you shine. This isn't about Joan. It's about you. She was unbelievably gracious. And I'm so honored. I can die happy knowing that I got to share the stage with that legend.
Yeah, that is very amazing.
Man,
and you know
legendary.
what? Yeah, we've gotten a chance to interview Joan, and she was legendary and very magnanimous, as you can imagine.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, just goosebumps right now just talking about it.
I got invited once to go to her apartment for dinner. Like, it was pretty fantastic. And I had to say, I pinched myself the whole time. What the hell am I doing here? And how did I get this invite? And I don't belong here. But, she was always very magnanimous with her time and her input and her, just her little things about being in the business as a woman. So she was very incredible in that way. I just got to ask you, what's it like to be married to a comic?
Yeah.
Like two comics together? I don't know. Are you? That's got to go down in the history books.
It's not easy. I married a comedian because who needs health insurance? It's overrated. And people think that we never argue. That we've been married. My wife Carrie Louise is my wife, and we've been married for 5 wonderful years, 21 total. And we have little squabbles every once in a while. People think we just never fight, that we just laugh at everything. There is some laughter in our house. It's usually her. It's in the bedroom and she's pointing and I don't care for it. But we have regular arguments like everybody. I'll tell you something. We never go to bed angry. We would much rather stay awake and plot our revenge. That's how we handle it most of the time.
And you guys have twins, right?
We do. Yeah. We have twins,
cool.
but we didn't plan on that. That was Scott. That was just God's plan. And people ask if we use fertility drugs to have twins, and not unless you count Prozac and tequila as fertility drugs. But we like to say that we were blessed with twins because we got the child that we always wanted and one for parts. So it's very convenient.
That is so funny.
Which is the one you like for parts, and which is the one you wanted?
I can't say that on the air. We all have favorites, though.
That is so good, man. And I've heard you talk about you peaked in college, right? You had a fantastic college career as well.
College for me, the best 28 semesters of my entire life. I don't want to brag. I went to Columbia, and then I worked for a drug cartel, and then I went to community college. And college for me, Scott, it was unbelievable. I was a political science major. I had a minor. Her name was Debbie, and I got in some trouble for that. But I had a 3.0. That was my blood alcohol level. And junior year, I studied abroad. Her name was Lucy. She had arthritis. And I used to fall asleep in class, and my professors hated that because I snore a little bit and I sleep naked. So it was very distracting.
Oh, man, that is so good. This is why he's all over the place, Suk.
Yeah.
This isn't easy to sit here on this little box.
No. And you know what? The presidential race is something that's on all of our minds. We're thinking about
We're in the heat. We're in the heat of it, right?
It's very tough to do politics. Politics right now is, people get very offended. We're such a divided country. And I want your listeners and your watchers to know that I'm right down the middle. Last time I voted, it was for Clay Aiken, and he lost to Rubin that season. So I'm not very politically involved. And as a comedian, who am I to make fun of the past president or the current president when I, in fact, could never be president? Because you have to be a naturalized born citizen, and I was C-section, so I'm not even qualified. And the last time I was in an election, I lost to a dog act. So I have no business making fun of the presidents.
Oh, man, that is so good.
But they both had their strong points. Trump was pretty good with the economy until the pandemic, and I can't fix my own economy. I still owe the Columbia Record and Tape Club $10,000, which is very sad.
And that was the 99 cents, right?
99 cents.
Visa and MasterCard call me every week and compliment me. They tell me my balance is outstanding, which is very good. I'm very proud of that. And I'm actually coming into some money soon because I have a loose tooth. So that's good. And, I give a certain percentage of my income to the Lord, Javier. He's a Mexican drug lord. So probably not a good investment. And, Biden loves the environment, which I care deeply about. I drive an electric car 3 days a week because I'm a golfer. So I try to give back where I can.
Can you imagine being drunk hanging out with him?
I can't imagine.
Tom,
I can't hear you, Jeff.
Nah. Jeff likes to come on when he's mute.
So we had to stop the show because we were gasping. People were passing out from laughter here. There was a lack of oxygen, and that's why things were going haywire in the room. He's too funny. We can't have him back on. Okay.
What other people are with you in your room?
I know. It's just the people in his brain.
I cannot believe it.
The
See,
tiny people.
that's
Your imaginary friends.
Hey, heard Tom. They went to the bar. What can I tell you?
Tom, when you're back in the States, any places in the States that you want to plug where you're going to be? I'm sure you got a full tour coming up, right?
Yeah, February is crazy. I don't know. It's Black History Month, and I'm as pasty white as can be, so I don't know why I'm so busy that month, but I am. I'm pasty white. I'm here in Aruba. I get burned by the moon on cloudy nights. It's dangerous for me to be here. But yeah, when I come back, I'm God. Where am I going to be? Snappers, which is 2 comedy. It's a chain down in Florida. I'm doing 2 of those, Fort Myers and Tampa, and then God, I'm a bunch of places. It's all on my website, tomcotter.com.
All right,
dude, we got to get you. You got to get a Netflix special going.
I'm trying. Yeah, we've actually just filmed a special and we're trying to sell it. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh,
all right,
great, man.
definitely.
I love your kind of humor.
And the fact that Netflix actually had, they had a comedian category on the Golden Globes for the first time in history. So comics are getting their just, they're getting their just desserts. How do you feel about that?
I think, it's great. We came out of the pandemic. During the pandemic, we couldn't work. We were called non-essential. My mother-in-law prefers the term useless, but either way, it was hurtful. So we couldn't work during the pandemic for 2 years. And then we come out of the pandemic into this climate of political correctness and wokeness, or whatever you want to call it, where people show up at shows waiting for you to utter that one thing that's going to send them into a tizzy. And then they go on social media and eviscerate you. Seinfeld wrote an op-ed to the New York Times saying he doesn't want to work at colleges anymore because these kids show up with a chip on their shoulder. So it's really, for both the wife and I, it's a tougher road to hoe right now because, people are so sensitive and so triggered these days.
Yeah.
But,
we just go back to how we grew up in the 80s. We just didn't care.
If you're going to a comedy show, just be prepared. Oh, I got you.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
You know what people forget? Comics are the ones that tell us how to laugh again. And, especially in times of crisis, when things are awkward and strange, they're able to put back the pieces of this puzzle. And I remember this very vividly during 9/11, where we were told that we can, it's okay to go back to normal. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to laugh at the idiocy of where we are in the state of affairs. So I don't think people understand really why we need comics sometimes,
it was good. And I just saw that Chappelle's new special on Netflix, he's always fantastic.
Chappelle was
right. Talk about a smart comedian, man. He's fantastic.
The best. He's brilliant. And he can go after the topics that are taboo now because he goes home and sleeps on a mountain of cash every night.
Absolutely.
And he tells you that. And he tells you that.
Tom, listen, before you go, and I know it was a few years ago, but I mean, and Jeff put it up before. You got this book out called Bad Dad, A Guide to Pitiful Parenting. And it's more of a jokey, make you laugh type book.
Yeah.
You're not really a bad dad, are you?
I learned from my dad. My dad was a foster parent. That's what he drank, Fosters. And he would come home and put me up on his shoulders, and then he would jump up and down underneath the ceiling fan. I hated that. So, I'm trying to be a good dad. My kids aren't in therapy yet, so far, so good.
I love it. Did you know all the answers to that song quiz?
No, I didn't get the second one. I knew Sailing, Uptown Girl, and Burning Love.
Oh, but it wasn't sailing.
It wasn't sailing.
It was Come Sail Away.
I said sailing too. I said sailing. I've been listening to too much yacht rock, Tom. Too much.
2 notes, though. You only get 2 seconds of the song. Even on the show, Name That Tune, it started like 6 notes, then 5 notes, then 4 notes.
Name it?
You made us go right to the winner's circle. This was tough.
If laughter's the best medicine, I yearn to be drugged. That's a quote from you. And I love that. Really, very, very cool.
Laughter is the best medicine. And just by listening to us today, your viewers have added 20 minutes to each of their lives, which is the good news. The bad news is it's 20 minutes at the end when they're on a ventilator and in agonizing.
Right. You can't enjoy it.
But you're welcome.
Tom, listen, man, thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to join us from Aruba. It looks like you're literally in the next room, by the way.
I didn't pick the puke green behind me, whatever that is on the wall. Hey, this is fun. I do a lot of these, and this one is actually incredibly fun. You guys are a lot of fun, so thanks so much.
Thanks, bud. And when you get that special sold, please come back and we'll promote the heck out of it.
Lift the restraining order, and I'm here.
You got it, bud. Tom Cotter. Tom, thank you, my man.
Thank you.
Enjoy Aruba, pal.
I shall.
All right,
I'm a
bud.
little jealous
Wow.
of him. He gets to sign off, and
Right.
now he's on the beach.
Making money to hang out in Aruba.
God bless him.
So, boy, so
funny. The
rattling.
timing.
Yeah. I
The
love that.
timing
God,
is
I
just,
love
you're
that.
right.
I love it. You know, a lot of comedians will come on. They won't make you laugh. A lot of them. They get serious. And he's fantastic, and I knew he would be. And he's just so funny. And he's one of those comedians that's quick, sharp. He turns words into something else when you think he's going one way.
Yeah.
I love my father. It was a foster
parent.
parent.
He drank like Fosters, and had me on the shoulder and jumping underneath the ceiling fan.
God, so good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got more to do because Grippa's in the green room.
Grippa's in the house.
She's been eating grapes and drinking champagne. I think she's old enough.
And you know what? She's getting ready to play some great music because she is the next big thing.
She's in a very cool studio. Article out. She is the next big pop star. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a little bit of Grippa. And then we're going to bring her in on the other side. Watch this.
Settle now. T-minus Houston, we got a problem. Hey, space cowboy, you're my dream. Dancing all around with your galactic laser beams. Hey, space cowboy, wanna let you ready for takeoff. You better take me to the moon. Space cowboy, space cowboy, space cowboy, space cowboy.
La 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 la. We don't
Space
sound
Cowboy.
Space Cowboy. Grippa. How are you, young
What's
lady?
up? I'm good. How are you?
That song you just pretty much released recently, right?
Yeah, just recently. A couple weeks ago.
And that thing's available on all the streaming platforms. I love it. That is a very. Did you write that yourself or someone else wrote?
I did. I wrote it with C-Rod and Anthony, his son, in the Hit Factory in Miami.
Oh, the Hit Factory.
Yeah.
I've heard about the Hit Factory. That's amazing. You get to go to these amazing places where some incredible songs have been, kind of formulated. Do you think to yourself, like, wow, I'm in here. There's been a lot of great music that's been produced out of here. And I hope the single is the next one. Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, it was incredible. I walked in and I was like, what the heck? Where am I? What's going on?
Yeah.
It was like surreal.
Now you're still if I read this correctly, are you a senior in high school or you graduated?
Yeah, I'm
You're
a senior.
Senior right now.
Yeah.
Wow. So you get ready. Do you plan on going to college or you just right into a music career?
Yeah, so that's like a talking point for my parents and I because
what do you want to do?
I'm not really sure. I would love to have the experience of going to college, but my mom wants me to go, but my dad's like, heck no. You got music to do.
Yeah,
so,
I think they have that year off. What is it called? What is that called?
The year off where the parents don't have to pay for
Yeah,
school?
the year off where you give your parents a break financially and you get to explore. I think that's what you should do. Listen, hey, you're only 18 once and you get to do whatever you want when you're young. When you're older like us, there's a lot of other.
And they got you locked in
they got you locked in. The damn kids, the husband, the wife, they got you locked in. You got to work.
I love it. You how's the balance between getting that schoolwork done and traveling back and forth to LA and New York and recording and writing? How's the balance with school going? Are the grades up there in the classes still?
I mean, it's hard. I don't even do homeschool. I go to school.
A real school,
so it's so it's like even double time worse. And it's I miss so many days because I'm constantly traveling, and it's like you have all the kids around you and you have to go to school, and it's it really stinks. But I manage it, and I just had a break, and I was like, wow, I can get all this music done. I'm really, really getting stuff done. And then I go back to school. It's like, wah. It's like,
listen, it's kind of like when, I know you collaborated with your single in Alien.
Wendy Starland.
yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, she discovered Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And I got to imagine you're in good company if you're hanging out with her.
Yeah, I have no problem going to LA. I have no problem missing school.
Are you a historian of the music industry? Do you like the history of it? Are there older artists, 70s, 80s that you like to listen to?
Yeah, I'm very before I started like doing my own music, I was totally involved in like rock bands, and that's all I did. I just went around gigging in rock bands with other kids, and that was really cool. So I grew up with just a bunch of rock music, singing it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So when did you know that this is something that you wanted to do? When did you say, you know what, this is something I really want to pursue?
Yeah, so I've been singing my whole life. I was like started in theater and doing all that stuff, and then my dad showed me Lady Gaga and like her performances and stuff, and I was like, holy moly. I said, get me out. Yeah, I was like, I got to do that. I got to do it right now. So after that, it kind of, I had to get to the age where I could actually do those things. And after that, it kind of just went off.
And how would you describe your music? Like, is there a genre that you like would classify it as, or is it just, is it just an amalgamation of everything?
Yeah, it's definitely pop, but I do like to mix other genres with it. So I love dance music and, electric guitars and even like some reggae in there, like the Latin kind of sound. So
you are from Florida, girl.
Yeah.
You are from Florida.
Grippa. I'm thinking of Kelly Ripa.
Yeah, I know.
Grippa, when you see an article like the one that came out earlier this week where it says it's got your picture, it says the next big pop star. That's got to make you feel pretty good, no?
Yeah. So that article was RKL, and they're like amazing, and the writer of the article, I love her. Rebecca Levinson. She's amazing. She reached out and she was like, I would love to do an article on you. She saw me on social media, so I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And we did it. Yeah. And it's amazing, and I love when things like that happen because I love doing that kind of stuff. And I was
it kind of validates why you're doing it, right? Like when other people see you in a different way that you see yourself and express yourself, it validates you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grippa, we're no different because someone called me over the summer and we ended up with this article.
Better Together.
And it was, nice glossy. We didn't get the cover though. I was a little disappointed. I said it's either the cover or you get nothing, and I was told, but we didn't get the cover. So.
It's a work in progress. We're a work in progress too.
It doesn't happen.
Grippa, I feel like, when did you decide to go? Is Grippa your last name? Because Isabella is your first name. So when did you decide to say, you know what, I'm just going to go by my last name?
Sting, Grippa.
It actually wasn't me. So even in elementary school, my teachers started calling me Grippa. So all my friends started calling me Grippa, and then everyone started calling me Grippa. And then I was like, you know what? It sticks. So let's just go with that.
I love it. We, speaking of Lady Gaga, on a recent show, we had a 7-year-old girl who was on AGT who was singing her audition tune was Born This Way from Lady Gaga, and she belted it out like you would have thought she was 35 years old.
Yeah, I know.
It was unbelievable. Zoe Ariana.
Yeah.
She was fantastic.
I want to hear you sing.
Yeah, you're in that beautiful studio. This is one of the nicest setups I think we've ever seen.
I know. I need to hear you sing like 2 or 3 songs at this point.
We just had Tom Cotter on from his bathroom in Aruba, for God's sakes.
Not Grippa. Grippa's a professional. She comes in with lighting. She's got this setup. She is going places, people.
You want to knock something out?
Yo, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do Space Cowboy. So this one's
coming
out. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Space Cowboy, I wouldn't want to leave you. I'm not looking back. Tell me where you at. Hyper altitude. I do it all with you, and the rest of the world can just sit back and watch us take off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go now. Countdown, T-minus Houston, we got a problem. Hey, space cowboy, you're my dream. Dancing around with your galactic laser beams. Hey, space cowboy, wanna rock with you. Ready for takeoff. You better take me to the moon. Space cowboy, space cowboy, space cowboy, space cowboy.
I love it.
That was very. Oh wait, hold
Wait,
on.
where we lose
Where'd
Grippa?
she go? Grippa,
Bring
where'd you
Grippa
go?
back.
There she is.
Right, there she is.
There she is. That sounded great.
So
Sounded
Grippa, do
amazing.
you talk about your experiences, or is it when you wrote Space Cowboy? Is it something that you were thinking about? I mean, not Space Cowboy, but you know how like Taylor Swift writes about her experiences. You're a singer songwriter. You know, you're kind of taking ownership of your own material. So where does the inspiration come from?
Yeah, so usually I do write my songs on life experiences. That's kind of what most of them are, but this is a very special situation where I've never met a space cowboy. So that was kind of something that I think one of my friends said it. I was like,
oh, that's a song.
That is a weird, I was like, that's such a weird thing to say. I was like, let's put it in a song. So I went into the studio and I was like, I was just writing it down. I was like, space cowboy. So I just went in and I was like, let's just create like a random story around space cowboy. And I was like, that's exciting. So let's just do that.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
turned
And
out great,
you know,
yeah.
Steve Miller did the Space Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the papatist of love.
The gangster of love.
You're the sweetest thing that I ever did.
Yes,
see.
yes, yes.
I really love your peaches. Want to shake your
Oh
chin,
my
Suki?
gosh, stop it.
Right?
Look
No?
at the double entendre
Come on.
there. Oh my
It's just
gosh.
the lyrics of the song. How dare you? Listen, I pulled another video for you from Scary Movie. You got a song called Scary Movie. Jeff, pop that up. Let's see a little clip of Grippa singing Scary Movie. Watch.
Unpredictable, and I've never been like this before, and I find myself wide awake at night, thinking about you when I close my eyes. I spent my life being so tough, I'm terrified when it comes to us. Never been this close to real love, real love. Don't scare us, fake, but you can't face me. I don't feel a thing watching scary movies, but something about you just terrifies me. Terrifies me.
Terrifies. I love your music.
Grippa, we'd like to be your agents for 70%, and we'll take you to the top.
I think you're going places, Grippa.
Yeah.
Really, honestly,
Sounds
just
great.
keep focused. I mean, when you've got talent and you've got vision and you believe in yourself, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Here's the question I love to ask up and coming young singer songwriters. If you're on that show for $1 million and it's a cappella, and as they say, pick one cover song to win $1 million, which one would it be?
Whoa. Okay. You know what I do? I'd probably do Barracuda by Heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you do that a cappella, like 30 seconds?
I can do it a cappella, sure. I got
All right,
back
let me
up
hear
on
it. Let me hear
mic. Holy moly. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So this ain't the end. I saw you again today. I had to turn my heart away. Smile at the sun, kisses for everyone. Tails it never fails.
Woo!
Damn.
I mean, that's very hard to replicate those. High
Winner,
notes. Nancy Wilson.
Grippa, $1 million.
Winner, check,
Wow.
check, write the check,
That
give
is
her the check.
amazing. Grippa, you got this nice little team of people that are working with you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making those videos. You got the look, you got the voice, you got your whole career ahead of you. I don't know the way to go. If you were my daughter, if I would say go to college, figure it out, I might say go just try and, listen, a lot of people don't need college anymore. You go right into business.
What are you
and you're
saying? Like our mother is like, what?
It's fine.
Don't listen to him.
You don't worry about college. You got a God-given talent. You start early, go make some money. Don't make your parents spend the money on college. You bring them the money. That's all you have to
do. Buy them there for a house.
I know the songs, everything you have is streamable. Where can people find your stuff?
Everywhere. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, social media, my TikTok, my Instagram, everywhere.
Grippa is it,
Grippa, fantastic. Yeah. You are a very talented young lady, and your voice is fantastic, really.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And tell mom and dad thank you for supporting you, because it takes a damn village to do this.
And if you decide not to go to school, tell them I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. Keep us posted.
Thank you so much. Yeah, come back again anytime you want to promote stuff. This is going to air on 8 zillion places, and it's going to be great. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
When we take the screen off, don't log off, because I got a special guest I want to introduce to Suki before you guys go away.
Yeah.
Right. Grippa, thank you so much. What's the website? Where can they find you?
Grippa.com.
Grippa.com, ladies and gentlemen.
And on all streaming platforms.
Fantastic. Good luck, and listen, you don't even need it. You're fantastic.
Thank you. Here's
a
special guest.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Good luck to you. There's a special guest.
Yeah. So this is my surprise for you, Suki.
From Florida?
Don't look. Don't look at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen.
Anyway, so the reason we got Grippa, is one of the people who's kind of involved with her. Is a girlfriend of mine from college.
A girlfriend of yours from college? Stop it!
So that's me.
Look at you with an East Meadow 22.
But my roommate gave me his lacrosse jersey. But
OMG.
That's me and my girlfriend Vicky back in Cortland in the DJ booth in the nightclub.
Oh my God, how cute is Vicky?
And we dated for quite some time. I think about a year and change until I transferred, she transferred, and things fall apart. But anyway, so Vicky and I have been talking to each other.
I love it.
And she said she's been working with this
beautiful,
young woman
talented
who's so
young
talented.
woman.
So I said, let's get her on, and I want to, because you're always like, what were you like in college?
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So I said, let's surprise Suki last 10 minutes of the show. Plus, Vicky's got her own podcast coming. You look at her Instagram. She's insane.
Okay, I need to become fast friends with Vicky.
So Jeff, bring it back up. Let's bring Vicky in. Bring back, there
Vicky!
she is.
Look at her! Vicky!
Wait, Jeff, put Vic up full screen. Put her up full screen.
Vicky!
She doesn't look like the picture
God,
anymore,
yes,
right?
she does. Her face, look at her. I love it. She hasn't changed a bit. I mean, seriously, just hair, but the face is the same.
By the way, you see that red jacket she's wearing?
Is that yours?
That's my Cortland State jacket.
Oh, is that the jacket she'd wear when she didn't leave your dorm room? Vicky, I need all of the dirt, Vicky.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have to have my own show to talk about all the dirt. It's hilarious.
we need a lot more time.
Oh my God, Vicky, what was it like to know Scott? First of all, how did you meet each other?
Oh, tell her how we met, Vic.
Okay. So, I have so many stories. It's beyond. Okay. So how we met was I was dating a frat boy.
Okay.
And Scott was DJing
They
at
hired
this
me to
like
be the
big.
DJ. By the way, it was the same fraternity what Kevin James was in.
Yes.
In King of Queens. But go ahead.
So I was like, what's with the DJ over there? Because he's so adorable. And so I totally ditched my date and hung out with Scott. And so then I was like, yeah, peace out to him. And then Scott and I were like, we dated ever since then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were hot.
He always talks about his days where he's like on the DJ booth and he'd be in Portland. Yeah, he talked about that. Like he was like.
And by the way, when I was on the radio at school, on the school radio station, the guy she used to date
used to call and harass you?
No, her frat brothers would call and they would ask for songs about guys stealing other girls.
I love him.
And they were, can you dedicate this to so and so? And don't let them steal your heart away. And it was just so fun.
It was big news on campus, like that I did that, but it was so worth it because we had such a great time.
It. You had a
So
full
worth it.
year with him. I mean, I want to hear more.
Yeah, well, he was like, I'm not even joking you. He was like the celebrity of Cortland. I'm not kidding you.
I can imagine it because I've gone out with Scott and he's like says hello to everybody, like hello.
Oh my
like,
gosh. Yeah, no, totally.
And when you see this picture, what do you think? I mean, like, what do you think back to? I mean, those are some good times, our college times.
The best.
Oh my God, the best. He actually, I don't think he's changed a bit. I obviously went from totally crazy brown hair to a blonde, so I don't even know how that happened. But Scott looks exactly the same. And his,
a little grayer. Same friggin' eyebrows.
A little grayer, but
Same
you are
eyebrows.
the same.
Still got that scar on my eyebrow.
It's the same personality, right? Oh my God.
Totally. But we had such a good time, and we had a great friend group, and it was well, by the way, Cortland, if you don't know, is like zero. I mean, it is freezing there. So all you really do is hang out, and like, so we had a lot of fun with a lot of people. But he honestly, like, he had a dream, and he followed his dream, and I love that about him.
And you know what? Did he sing you Barry Manilow songs too?
Did we sing Manilow? We probably did.
Totally. And then what about the Hokey Pokey? That was massive.
Really?
I set the record for biggest Hokey Pokey ever.
Stop it.
Ever.
Yeah. Had everybody outside my window at the radio station.
Stop it.
In the snow. Yeah, it was pretty
It
cool.
got picked up by the news. It was huge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, local DJ breaks
Breaks
Hokey
Hokey
Pokey
record. This is great. We have to have her back on the show.
Well, listen.
We should have my 3 exes, and they
Right.
should all come on.
Well,
the
we wanted to do a segment called My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
I love it.
Vic, where could people, because her Instagram account.
I want to follow Vic right now.
She's got a,
Follow me.
Vic, how old is your daughter?
Okay, so my daughter is 18.
18.
Oh my
Beautiful girl, and they have so much fun together.
Vic, what is your Instagram? Give it. I'm following it.
Go ahead.
My Insta is Vicky Case 123.
Vicky K. V-I-C-K-Y.
Okay, V-I-C-K-Y.
CASE.
CASE 123.
Yeah.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah,
okay.
there she is.
Following you. Now I'm going to DM you and be like, all right, now dig up more photos.
Yeah. Well, I have a box where I came up with that picture. I have a box in my house with photos from everything I've ever done.
Oh my gosh.
So there were about 15 of them. I don't think there was some she really would want me to put up.
No.
Because we look totally ridiculous. But she's got a podcast that she's going to start doing.
Okay.
She just can't give out too much info because she
All
hasn't
right, we'll
signed
have
up.
her back on.
But Vic,
Have me back on. Yes.
what's the gist of the podcast going to be?
Okay, so the gist of the podcast is literally just like me and my girlfriends and I, and just like chatting it up and having a good time, and just all about like positivity and having a great time, like a party, just one big giant party.
Vicky party.
It's like the Housewives of Palm Beach.
It's a Vicky party. I love it.
But better. Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. And it's coming out in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. But it's going to be, the whole thing is just going to be one big, huge party, a lot of laughs, and yeah, I hope that people join. So I'll give you more
She's
details.
great, right?
As we
You know what? I love your taste in women.
Well, listen, I
mean,
do
like,
okay.
honestly,
I've done okay, Stu.
You've done okay. This is like, you don't really date schlubby people.
I try not to.
Yeah.
And she's got a beautiful family, a great husband.
I know, a great husband, but
and she's got so much going on, and she's living it up down in Florida.
Yeah, I
Nobody's
love
got
it.
them, huh?
Vicky.
Actually, Vicky used to live right up in Scarsdale, Vic, in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vicky used to live in our hood.
Right down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, forget I was at the Scarsdale Country Club, hanging out on the beach. Can I have another Mai Tai, please? And it was great. Yeah, we really had a lot of fun.
I love
Nothing
it.
like college.
Nothing like college. It was a good time.
Yeah, it really was.
I know.
Aww.
But I love you guys. I love your show. I love your vibe. Thank you
Vic,
so much for having me on.
You should have seen. We had Flava Flav on earlier. He was amazing. Guy was amazing.
I wore this because
you got a
she got her necklace on. I love it.
But anyway, listen, Grippa, she's fantastic.
She's fantastic.
Amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I've been following her career. I work with Grippa. She's unbelievable, and I can't wait for like some shows that she's going to be touring, and you'll be able to see her more. But just follow her on Instagram and
we will
TikTok, and yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we've had up and coming musicians on. Some are great, some are okay. But you know, you look at her and you look at her sing, and you look at her her
just
look
her natural
and her videos. I
Yeah.
mean, she's going to be a big star.
Her
I'm
natural
telling you.
ability.
Huge. She's next level. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible talent.
And,
yeah.
And you know what, Vicky? It makes you think, what the hell did we do with our lives? Because, you know, they're like 17. They start singing when they're 13. And you're like, what were you doing back then? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. We used to go to Dollar Movie Night on Monday.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, $1 for a movie.
Really?
Yeah. I remember we used to be the only ones in there.
Oh, I know. I can imagine.
Two nerds.
I can
watching
imagine
what
two
the-
nerds watching. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine.
We were the only ones in there. So.
I don't even want to know.
Vic, listen, thanks for bringing her on because she was fantastic. You look fantastic.
You look
haven't
fantastic,
You haven't
Vicky.
changed in 40 years.
I know she really has it.
No, she
face
has
is
it, right?
absolutely the same.
Yeah, she looks good.
Well, thank
Look
you.
how cute she was. Vicky, look at how cute you have a bow in the back of your hair.
Is there a bow?
Oh my God, yeah, it's like a little bow in the back. Oh no, it's
No,
not
that
a
could be
bow.
that could be the wood on the back of the.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
And you're
Well,
wearing a lacrosse shirt.
Good God, a mesh lacrosse jersey.
Yeah, like the picture I do see of him is him showing his six-pack on the regular.
Oh wait, yeah, Jeff, put that up when I was in
Oh,
camp
my
when I was
God.
15. Come on, where are you?
I mean,
bud?
it's like crazy.
Listen, while we're going back in time, where is he?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, there you go, Vic. That's I'm used to that, seeing that on the regular.
Wait, Vic, let's go back to when I was 11, Vic.
His bar mitzvah.
Oh, you love that picture. Oh my
Oh, I
God. You
love
used to
that
have that
shot.
at school. That
Oh,
was
my
like your
God.
thing. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
think
hilarious.
I had a poster of that.
I mean,
in school.
Yes,
who
you
wouldn't?
did.
You probably took that. We don't need to do all that, but
we're good.
but you know what, Vic? You know what that tells me? Like his dad, like loved him something awful
Oh,
because,
forget it.
like, I mean, like Scott is his DNA and everything. I just imagine his father.
Vic, you remember
Because-
my father? He was a.
I
was a
loved your
comedian.
father. He was the funniest. And he had those things where you would sit down and it, you know, Scott, the thing
A
that.
whoopee cushion?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the whoopee cushion.
And then he had like, well, he was like a trickster, and he was always like he should have had his own show.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. He had like
was
the
so-
little gas machines where you think people were
Really?
passing gas. Oh yeah. he
Yes,
was
passing.
insane.
Yes, totally. And your mom was so, and your mom was beautiful, and they were just like
Arlene,
the best
we
parents.
love Arlene.
I
She's
know.
still going, my
She's
mother.
still going,
going.
Arlene.
Gorgeous. She's gorgeous, and
Oh.
I used to love to go over, and they were always so gracious and so nice. And look what they raised! This awesome person! Yay!
Yeah.
Scott!
All right, it's past my bedtime, by
I
the
know.
way. It's 32 o'clock. I gotta get
So
to
nice
bed.
to meet you, Vicky. Thank you
Nice
so
to
much
meet
for
you,
popping
Suki.
on.
Yes,
listen.
absolutely.
We're
Vic,
gonna
what-
do a game called My Three X's.
Yeah.
Yes,
Listen,
I'm in.
when the podcast is ready to go, you're coming back, all right?
I'm coming back. I'll be a fixture on the show. Totally.
All
Love
right,
to.
Great.
You guys
Love
are
it.
great.
My girl,
I love it, Vicky. Follow her at Vicky
Vicky Case.
Case
Vicky
123.
Yeah, you're gonna have all our folks following you now.
Please.
You're gonna get messages from Cherry Hetrick. Just make sure you answer, all right?
I know Cherry's gonna be like, Vicky, I know Scott. I manage his page.
Vic, I love you, babe. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Love you guys.
Bye, Vicky.
Ah, so
So
great.
cute,
Isn't that
so
fun?
pretty.
Vicky's gorgeous. She
Gorgeous.
Was always,
She was always gorgeous.
in college. She was gorgeous. Yeah,
Gorgeous.
That was
Aw.
funny. But they hired me to DJ,
And
at
you're
that
like,
party,
you stole the girl.
And I'm like, man, wow. It was like the first week of school.
Yeah.
I'm like, how am I going to meet new people? I live with a bunch of guys, and all of a sudden, I was DJing.
And
She comes
shows
over.
up.
She's like, hi.
Hi. And you're like, hi.
Yeah, that was it. She was dating some other guy.
And then I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. All right.
And they would call up and dedicate songs.
I love that this is your life moment.
Yeah, it's great. I got a couple of your exes coming
Ugh,
on. soon.
no, I wasn't very good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today. Great show. Tom Cotter, Aruba, Grippa, who's going to be insanely big. She's going to be huge. And then we're going to play this interview when she's getting a Grammy Award. And of course, Vicky, who I dated in Cortland, SUNY Cortland.
Great show again.
Great show, guys. We love you. We're going to be back. We have so many more celebrities and performers who are coming on this show. we could do 10 shows a week, but we don't because we can't. We love you. One more time. Here's Philly Kid. He's going to finish us off. Wow, we love you guys. Take care.
Sitting in a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant, she was staring at her coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze. And talk was small when they talked at all. They both knew what they wanted. There was no need to talk about it. They were old enough to scope it out and keep it loose. She said, "You don't look like my type, but I guess you'll do." Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. And he said, "I'll even tell you I love you if you want me to." Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. Woo! They got in his car and they drove away. He drove to the family inn. She didn't even have to pretend she didn't know what for. Then he went to the desk where he made his request while she waited outside. Then he came back with the key. She said, "Give it to me and I'll unlock the door." And she kept saying, "I've never really done this kind of thing before, have you?" Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. And he said, "Yes, I have, but only a time or two."